Hi, Kavya. Am I audible? Hello, Kavya.
Hi, Preeta. Am I audible now?
Oh, yes, Kavya.
Okay. Give me a minute. Is my screen visible?
Yes, Kavya.
So today we'll cover applications, tables, and modules. Okay. So to give you a basic idea, what you see here, self-service is an application. Okay. Application is nothing but the application menu. Like see, if I just click on this drop down, right, you can see all these options which were under this just went up, right? It was just hidden. So these are the applications. You see this arrow, these are the applications. So if I click on this, I'll have several models under this application, right? Under this, I have another one, and then I have all these modules, right? Let me just open a table. So we have to go to system definitions, and here you can open either tables or tables and columns, okay? And once you open that, you will see the tables. Tables itself is a table, okay? And the backend name of tables will be sys underscore db underscore object, okay? So tables are objects, database objects in ServiceNow. So here you see the label and then you see the name and you see table extensible. Okay, I'll just open one record. Since you're aware, since you're familiar of user table, I'll open user, okay? Okay. Okay, see, we have two user tables here. So you already know the backend name of user table is sys underscore user, right? So I'm opening that table. And what you see here is the label and then the backend name. And then what else we have? We have all the columns which are present in user table. Okay, so there are 65 columns. So columns are nothing but the fields which are added to this table. They might be hidden on the form or they might be hidden in the list, but still all the fields which are part of this table will come here, okay, under dictionary entries. And then we have controls and application access. And there are related links and also related lists. So now what we'll do, we'll go to create new table to get a better idea. Okay, so whenever you're creating a new table, okay, first of all, there are three types of tables, okay. One is the core table, the other one is the base table, and then the third one is custom table. So when I open tables, so here I can see there are few tables which shows extents table. That means this table search action is extended by application file table. Okay, so if I open incident table, okay, so this is the incident table. You can see it is extended by task table. Okay, so task is the parent table, whereas incident is the child table. Okay, so this is the extended table of task. And we also have task table here. So now I have opened the task table. Okay, this is the task table. You can see the backend name is just task and it does not extend any other table. Okay, but still extensible is true. Extensible is true. If extensible is true, that means you can extend this table to create new tables. Okay, so task table is called as core table because this is not extended by any other table. This is the main table, right? So that is why you call it as a core table. Okay, from task table, we have many other tables which are extended from task table. So here I'll just select task, extends table task. Okay, so you see there are 43 tables in PDI, right, out of box, which are extended by task table. Okay, so task table is code table, the table which itself is the basic table, right, parent table, and it is not extended by any other table. That is called as core table. So that is called as base table also, base table. What we'll do is we'll go here. Okay, so now extends table. I'll create another task table only, or maybe yeah, task table. I'll create another extends table will be task, or since you're familiar with this, okay, we'll extend group table. Okay, is a group. I'm unable to select this. Let us see why. This
Kavya,
Yeah,
are you saying something? Like, Kavya,
am I?
your voice is breaking, like you are not at all audible.
Okay. Yeah, Preeta. So am I audible now?
Yes, Kavya.
Okay. I don't know what is the issue. Um, I joined from the browser. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe next time I'll install Zoom and see. Okay. Um, I'll clear this. We'll do it again. Okay. I'll just reload the form. So as I was saying, since the extensible was selected as false for group, you were not able to select that as extensible table. So what I did, I just made it extensible. Okay. So now I can select that as the extents table. So here I'll search for group. Okay. So I was able to select that, right? So label, I'll just fill in as sprint table, sprint group. So once I enter the label, and I click outside, name and new menu name will be auto-filled. Okay. So I'll just come out. You see name is auto-filled and also new menu name will be auto-filled. And you can see that name starts with u underscore sprint underscore group. So u underscore means it is created by user, right? It was created by me. Whereas for group, you could see it was sys underscore. So sys underscore means it is already created in ServiceNow by system. Okay, so that's how you identify the custom tables and the base tables. Okay, base tables or core tables, which is created base table which is created in ServiceNow. So now I have the name of the group, and this new application, new menu name is nothing but the application. Okay, so here what you see is system security, and here you see system mailbox. So these are all menus, right? So this is called as application. So this new menu name is nothing but application name. And then I have add module to menu. So add module to menu means, okay, whenever we create a new table, it also it also means that this is a module. Okay, so modules are nothing but the options you will have under applications. Okay, so users and groups is an application, and then you have users, groups, roles, access role detail view. So these are all modules. So the difference between tables and modules, to tell you that, let me go to incident. Okay, so you see incident is the application, and then we have all these modules: create, new, assign to me, open, open unassigned, resolve all, overview, and critical incidents map. So all these are called as modules. Okay, so what is the difference between a table and a module? So if I click on open this link in new tab, what it will open is, you, as the module name itself suggests, this module opens the create new record option. Okay, see, it just opens the incident new record option. And then this one opens with the list of incidents which are assigned to me. Okay, it's just the incident table with the filter condition assigned to me. You see this filter condition. This shows all incidents which are active true and which are assigned to system administrator. Okay, so you can just it's just that predefined filter condition. That's all. So all modules need not be a table. Okay, so you know that table means it opens list of records, right? So user is a table. So if I open user table, that shows me list of all the records in user table, correct? See, if I click on this module, users module, it directly took me to the user table. So there are no filter conditions, nothing. This is a table. Whereas, what else do we have? Okay, see user criteria. Let me open this. Or access role detail view. No. Okay, see here. Okay, not this one. Yeah. So here also under reports, I have option called as users. But if I open that, this is what I get. Okay, so it is this report template. So it is not user table. This is something else. So these are all modules. Okay, all tables are modules, but all modules need not be a table. It can be a new record or existing table with some filter condition like that. So did you understand? Am I audible, Preeta?
Yes, Kavya. Yeah, I
Okay.
got.
Okay. So here they're asking, do you want to also create a module when you create this table? So if you don't create a module, what happens is you won't be able to see that module here. Okay, so everything you see here are the applications and the modules. Okay, so applications are the main menus, and what you see under applications are the modules. And there are few modules which are tables also, and there are few modules which are not tables. Okay, so here they're asking whether I want to create a module. So anyways, I have selected as yes. And then if I select as add module to menu, that means see new, this is the new menu name, right? This is the application name. So if I select add module to menu, I'll maybe select, okay, group is not there, organization. Okay, so if I select this, you see that that new application menu option went, right? Because I'm telling you to add this module to existing application. That is why new application won't be created. So if I make this as none, Okay, or create new, then I can see new menu option. So it is just asking whether you want to add this module under existing applications, or do you want to create a new application. So I'll create a new application and I'll name it as Sprint. Okay, I can change this name here. So let me name the application as Sprint. And now I have selected create module also, and then I have also selected create mobile module. Okay, so this is nothing but ServiceNow is also used in mobile application. So in mobile applications, I mean through mobile, if you access ServiceNow, whether you should be able to see this module or not. That's what it means. So I'll just uncheck this. Okay, so now we have all the mandatory details filled. So I'll just save this. Okay, so now this is saved. If I refresh this page, now as per our configuration, I should be able to see the Sprint application here, right? So let me just search for Sprint. Okay, see, I can see the Sprint as the new application, and under Sprint, I can see Sprint groups, which is the table which I created. Let me open that table also. Okay. So here to see what all fields we have, I'll go to new. So you see this has same fields as that of group table. Okay, because this is extended by group table, right? So it will have same table whatever we have in group table. But later you can modify the fields. See, the use case will be there could you will have a group table, whereas there could be few some team which wants to make use of group table, but they want some other fields. Okay. Um, let me open. Okay. So, say for example, since I have created a sprint group, so this could be in your group table, there could be some fields which they don't want in sprint table. Okay, especially there will be fields which are mandatory to create a group. Okay, and also see roles are mandatory, and then like you whenever you create a group, right, in ServiceNow, so automatically like by default roles will be added. Okay, so here in out of the box, it's not added, but still in your organization, there could be roles which are added by default based on the organization. Like there will be few fields called organization or a field called department. So based on the department or organization, there could be few roles which will be added by default. Now, when you are making use of the same group somewhere else, maybe you will not need all those mandatory fields or the additional roles, because all these roles are not for free. Okay, so your PDI it's free, but whereas when you make use of it in the organization, then it won't be free. Like your organization will be paying certain amount for roles and even the number of user records and everything. So what they'll do is they can extend the same table, and then they can after extending the table, they can customize it to however they want. Okay, so also there will be few tables which will need certain roles to access. Okay, so say for example, what do I have? Mm, incident only. Okay, so incident itself is a table. So all incidents cannot be viewed by just any other user. So if some user doesn't have ITIL rule, okay, why is it hibernating? Okay, so if a user doesn't have ITIL rule, then they might not have access to view all the incidents. But there could be few teams who would still want to track few tasks. Okay, so you know incident is extended by task table, correct? So they want to have a certain task records. Okay, but they don't want to consume license. So ITIL is nothing but ServiceNow license. Okay, so they don't want to consume license. So in order to save the license count, what the organizations will do is they'll extend this incident table and create a new table. Okay, maybe some task. Okay, it can be called as personal task or HR task or any other name which is suitable for the use case. So now we'll think it as HR task. So once we create a HR task table, which is extended by incident table or which is extended by task table itself, then we can also provide access for that to SNC internal. So SNC internal role is the role which is by default provided to all users. Okay. So even the users who do not have ITIL role uh, can still have certain roles which are not cost consuming. Okay, we can provide such roles. We can make
Kavya,
yeah
Kavya, what's that role name? SNC?
SNC internal and also
In
SNC external.
okay.
Okay, so and there could be other roles also which are not cost consuming. Okay, so they don't provide access to all the applications, maybe just one or two applications they'll provide access, and those roles are not cost consuming. Okay, so you can provide such roles, and that role can provide access to the custom tables which you have created. Okay, so that will be the use case of that. Okay, fine, we'll just close this. So we had created the new table, right? So this is the new table. So now we'll go back to create some more options. Table. So here is our table. Okay. So this much you understood, right? Like whatever was on top, that much you understood. So now we'll go to columns. So by default, all the columns of the group will be added here. So if you don't want to, if you want to remove few columns, what you can do is you can customize it, customize the form layout in your in the sprint group form. Okay, you know that, right? You just have to click on form layout. Where is the user for? You just go here, configure form layout, and then if you don't want any fields, you will just remove those fields. And if you want to add any fields, you can just add the fields. Okay, this you already know, right? So like this, you can add or remove the fields from your custom table. Okay. And then if you want to create a new fields, obviously you will need to create new fields because you will have some business requirement, which is why you have created this table, right? So you can create that using new column option, or even in the form layout also you have new option. There also you can create the new fields. So this will be your assignment. You have to create new fields from here, and you will have to create new fields from form layout. Okay, first you extend the table. Give me a minute. Okay, so your assignment will be extend task table, and then your table name can be anything. You can give HR task, okay, or HR ticket, and then you will extend the table. It extends table incident or task, and then in columns you will see all the columns of task table. So what you have to do is you have to add new fields there. like add 5 new fields, and then also go to configure form layout, and there also try to add new fields. And then what you have to check is whether those fields are also added to the parent table or not. Okay, that you have to check. And while adding those fields, also add the dependent fields. So last time we discussed about the dependent fields, right? So if you select one choice, then the other choice values will be dependent on the first choice value. So you remember that, right? So create that kind of fields also, and also a reference field, and then see how it works. Okay. So you have to check whether the new fields which you add is also added to parent table or not. So I'll ask you this in tomorrow's class. Then we have controls. So your controls is extensible. As I said, do you want a new table to be created, which is extended by this existing tables group? In that case, you can make it as extensible. Or if you don't want any other new tables to make use of this table, then you should not check this extensible. Okay, so then live feed is something which we don't make use of. So it's just like, adding comments, or have you made use of in social media, you see, right? Like you add comments and everything. So it is like that. So if you want to explore this also, you can check this and see how it works and what option it gives in your table or in your records. Okay, so you can try this, what it is. You can create multiple tables, and then in one of the table, you can just check this and see how it works. Then we have auto numbering. So auto numbering is nothing but, I'll open incident table. I'll open all. Okay. So here you can see, I will do sort by. So you can see it starts with incident and 01, 02, 03, 04, etc. Right? So there are 69 records. So 69 records means the last incident, I think, is ends with 69. Let us go and see that. Oh, okay. It does not end with 69. That could be because we might have created new records and then deleted the records, etc. Okay, so 8111 is the last number. So let me see, if I create new incident, what will be the number? Okay, so I think maybe for PDI, it considers other incidents also created by other users. Maybe that is the case here. We'll do one thing. We'll extend a new table, okay? And there we'll see the auto numbering option. I'll create a new table and I'll extend it from task. Okay, so here what I'll give auto number, I'll select as yes. So once I select auto number as yes, what is it asking? It is asking the prefix. So this prefix is nothing but, if I open any incident record, I see INC as prefix. So similarly for this, what do you want the prefix? That is what it is asking. So let it be HR and then the number. Okay, so it is asking me what should be the number. So number is nothing but the number of records. Starting number for any counter based on this numbering scheme. Okay. Oh, this will be the starting number. Okay. And number of digits is 7. So if the number of digits is 7 and here I give as just 1. So 1 is my starting number and then number of digits is 7. So what it will do is it will do HR, then 00000 and then it will add 1 at the end. So if I make it as 100, then it will do HR and then 4 zeros and then 100. Okay, so we'll see how it works. I'll remove all this. We just want to check the auto number thing. So I'll save So this is our table name. So you know how to open the table name if you have the pattern ones, right? Pattern name. So you'll just go here and then you will create dotlet. Okay, so now we have a new table called HR tickets. So here I'll create a new record. See, the numbering is 101. So because we gave the starting as 100, so now it is 101. What I'll do, maybe I'll try to change this and see what happens. I'll do 0. Okay. So now we go to new. Oh, it's still the same. Okay, so even if you change it later also, it will still be the same. Okay, so you should not change the starting number. When you create the incident, what number you give, that is what is followed. You got it? And then the number of digits is nothing but, as I said, before this number, like it will just make how many digits it wants after the prefix. Okay, so it will just add zeros in between. That's all. So this is about auto numbering. So whenever you create a new record, right, it just creates with the next number. That's all. So there could be multiple users who are accessing this table in your organization. So whenever each of them creates new record, it will auto number by default to the next number. So that will make it easier for you to identify the record. Okay, so there are few records which can be identified by the name that or user ID. Say for example, some ID, right? So for user table, it will be like user ID. So in this case, you will not need the number because you can identify each record by user ID. But there could be few tables where you will not have these kind of fields, like some ID related fields or name kind of fields. Those are like task records. So here you will need the numbering system. So that is why you can check or uncheck the auto numbering based on your requirement. So that is about auto numbering. And then we have create access controls. So you will learn what is ACLs and all later. So what it does is, if you select a user role, only those users who have this role will be able to access this table. Okay, that's what it means. Then we have application access. So this application access we have can read, can create, can update, can delete, and allow configuration, and also allow access to this table via web services. Okay, so can read, can write. So if you select all this, that means you will be able to perform all these actions in the new table. Okay, so can read is nothing but the view table access. Okay, so this table will be viewable, and then that is always checked by default. Okay, because you should be able to view the records, right? So that is why can read. And then can create means you will also see the new create option, and then can update and can delete. So I think this also creates access controls for this role. We'll check that. And then we have allow access to this table via web services. So this just means suppose you are integrating this table with some third-party applications. Say for example, Jira or SAP or some other third-party integration. So if you are integrating this tool Servicenow this particular table, HR table, to some other tool, then you have to check this. Okay, so that means that third-party tool should be able to access this table. Okay, so that is why you have this checkbox. And then allow configuration, allow design time configuration of this table from other application scopes. So application scope is, so here you can see accessible from all application scope. And here you can see the application scope is global. So where do you find this application scope? You find it here. Okay, so you can see my application scope is global and update set as default. So here, if you want to change the application scope, you can do it from here. So application scope is nothing but, say for example, you don't want this, you don't want some other applications, some other, you don't want this record to be modified from some other application. So then you will define the application scope for this. Okay, so this application scope only. Okay. So if I select any other application scope, right, now we have global. I will select admin experience framework as my application. Okay, before that, let me save this. Actually, not authorized. What did I do? Oh yeah, I already selected that. Okay. So you see, I already selected the application scope as admin experience. Now all these fields became read-only. And it tells me that this record is in global application, but admin experience framework is the current application. That is my current application scope, which I have selected here. Okay. To edit this record, click here. So if I click here, what happens? It will also change my application scope to default. Oh, I'll refresh. Okay, so it will just take me to the global application temporarily, and then I can edit. I'll just save this, and once I have saved, it should take me back to the application scope which I have selected. Yeah, see, it took me back to the admin experience framework. Same error I'm still getting, but I was able to make that one change. Okay, so temporarily it will take me to global application, but again, it will, once I have saved the record, it will take me back to the existing selected application scope. So what this does is, this functionality makes you to restrict your applications to be modified from some other application. Okay, so that the people who are accessing your custom tables, they will know that this comes under different application scope, and it will just warn them whether do you really want to make changes to this table or to this record. Okay, so see, since I have selected this application scope, right, let me see what happens. Okay, this is the table. Okay, so it's the same thing. Spring group. I'll go here. I'm able to select. Okay, accessible from, we'll make accessible from this application scope only. Let's still create the record. Okay. Okay, so for record, you can do any actions, whereas you make some configure changes, right? So that you can't do. So for example, I'll go here, I'll go to configure form layout. Okay, something is wrong here. This is the string group, right? Okay, let me select some other application scope. Workspace employee. Okay, see, I'm seeing this error. The sprint group selection is in global application, but this was my current application. So that is why I'm unable to make any changes. So you can, this is just to prevent your table from unnecessary configuration through other application scopes. Okay, maybe some other tables are built under this application scope, right? Employee center code. This is the application scope, and there will be few records which has employee self center as the application here. So if somebody is working on such tables and they come here and they try to modify this, that won't be captured. Like they will be unable to modify. It will be read only for them. Okay, so that is why to prevent such errors or to prevent the access from unnecessary application scopes, you will just select you can just select this accessible from this application scope only. Now, if I change it back to global, and if I refresh this, I'll be able to make the configuration changes. Okay, see, now it is editable for me. So for tomorrow's assignment, you will have to create a HR ticket table which extends from task table, and then also, as I said, also create new fields from here, like from the columns and also from the form layout, and check whether that is those fields are also added to task table or not. Okay, and also create dependent tables with dependent choices and dependent choice fields. And in task table also add some dependent choice fields and then verify them in choice list also. So you have to go to choice list, and then once you add those new fields, right, you have to check the table for those choice lists. So you know that, right? You just go here and okay, so this is also a choice field. I'll just go here. I'll go to show choice list. Okay, so like this, you will see what table is here for the new choice you have created, whether it is a child table or the parent table. And if it is a parent table, then you will have to check whether it is added to parent table or not, or at least whether it is present in the configure form layout option. So you in slush bucket, you will have few fields which are in left side, right, which are not yet added to the form. So you have to check whether those fields are added or not, and whether in form directly they are added or not. So all these verifications you have to do. Okay, so because few things you'll understand only when you work. If you simply listen to me, you might forget that. So that is why these things I'm asking you to try. And also this live feed option. Okay, this also just check this to your new table and then see what it does. So any questions regarding tables, modules, and applications?
No, Kavya.
Okay, so there is just one topic which I didn't cover. Shall I continue? It will take like 5 minutes, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So here you see this edit module option, right? For any module, you'll see that edit module module. And even for the application also, you see edit application option. So if I click on this will show me the title of the application and also the roles required to access the application. So if I add any roles here, then only the users who has that role, they'll be able to see this application menu in the filter navigator. Okay, here. If they don't have that particular role, then they'll not be able to see that application menu. You can try this also. You can add some role here, ITIL role, and then or any admin role, okay, for example, and then just impersonate some other user, and then you won't find that application menu option for them here. Okay, so that is what this role is about. And then we have category. So
Here you see under activity subscription is an application, and then for configuration you don't see edit button, right? Because this is a category. It is not. It is neither a module nor a application. So if you want to create a category, say for example, you have an application and there are like 20, see here there are so many modules. So to categorize these modules, they have added category. So in that case, you can add a category here. Okay. So what you will do is you'll go to this module and then let's see. Okay, fine. You go here on this application. Okay, specifies the menu category which defines the navigation menu style. The default value is custom application. So okay, this is not what I thought it was. Let's see. Okay, I'm not sure about what this menu category is. I mean, I don't find this in my organization instance. So maybe you can just check what is menu categories. So if you want to check any topic in Servicenow, you just have to do menu category Servicenow. Okay, see, this is the URL docs.servicenow.com. So this is the document which is provided by Servicenow. Okay, if you open this, it will directly take you to the to that particular topic, and you can read and understand what it is. So even when you're working in your PDI, if you come across any doubt about, you will find some field which you're not aware of, then you can just search for that field, Servicenow, and you have to open this docs.servicenow.com. Okay, so here you will see what it is. Okay, you can read this and understand that. Okay, it's just a small topic. And then what do we have? We have hint. So you know what hint is, right? So if I just click here, see, I can see activities subscription applications. So you can give anything as hint here. You have done that for fields also. And then we have description. So this is for your basic understanding. So if somebody opens this application and they don't know what is this application name, maybe they can understand it by description. And then we have all the modules which are part of this application. Okay, so these are the modules which we have. So that is about edit application menu. And then we have edit modules, right? So if I go to edit modules, here also I'll see the title, and then I'll see the application menu, and then I'll see the order. So order is nothing but, it is just the sequence in which it should be displayed, right? For choice list, the order, right? So similar to that, this is also order. Say, for example, you want to make the activity groups come at the top and modules come at the bottom, then you can just change the order. Okay, you can decrease this order and increase this order. And then again, we have hint, we have the display name. So display name is nothing but how it is displayed here, which you can't change it. And then we have visibility. So if you make it inactive, then it won't be visible here. Okay, it won't be visible under this application. So only when it is active, it will be visible. So again, if you want to make it, so once you have made it inactive, now it is not visible. So, but you later want to make it active. Then what you will do, you will go to modules. See, under system definitions, you have modules. If you go here also you will see all the modules. There will be modules which are not even visible here. Okay, because it is selected as inactive, right? So that is why visibility is inactive. So if I make it inactive here, I'll just show you that. Okay, notification objects, right? It was under activity subscription. So I made it visibility as inactive. I'll just copy this notification objects. See, now I don't see notification objects under activity subscription. right? Because application menu is same, but visibility is inactive. That is why I don't see it now. If I want to make it active again, I'll just go here, go to all modules. Here I'll still be able to access. And then from here I'll make it as active and save. See, it became active, and I'll refresh this. Okay. This takes some time, but still it will be visible here. Okay, like I don't know why PDI is so slow, but you will be able to see after like 1 or 2 minutes, maybe because this form is still loading. But you will be able to see the module here. Okay, once you have made it the visibility true. And here also you are giving the roles. So it just means users who has this particular role. So it's just edit button. Okay. So user who has this particular role, only they'll be able to see this module here in the filter navigator. Others won't be able to see. Okay. And then we have override application menus. So override application menu role means, see, for this particular application, I have given a role as admin. Okay. But for this one, that role is not required. Okay. For this one, maybe ITIL role is enough. So then if I select this override application menu roles, that means even if they don't have admin, if they have the role which is required to view this module, then they will still be able to access this module. Okay, so that is what override application menu means. See, show this module when the user has the specified roles. Otherwise, the user must have the role specified by both application menu and the module. Okay, and then we have link type. So this link type shows list of records from this table. And then if you have created any view for the table, you can also select which view. And you have filter condition, arguments, window name, etc. So you see for incident, I have create new also, right? So if I open this module, here you can see the link type is URL from the argument. And the argument is nothing but it just takes me to the new record. Okay, so if I open this in new tab, see, this is the URL which they have given. Right? You can see SysID is -1. So here also you can see SysID is -1. That means it is a new record. And then like whatever we have here, sorry, the new record, whatever is the URL that they have given. So you can try this also. Under your HR ticket table, you will also create application menu as HR ticket. Under that, you will create a new module. So how do you create new module? You will go to all modules. You will go to all modules under system definition. And from here, you will see the new button. So from here, you will create new modules. Okay. So create new module called create new under HR ticket. And for link type, you should give the argument as that HR ticket, whatever you will get when you click on create, new record option, right? So that URL you can give it here. And you can just check if you click on that module, it should take you to the new record of the HR ticket. Okay. Yeah, this should be fine. Any questions so far? Okay. So
Kavya, can you repeat that arguments thing?
Okay. So where is our sprint group? Okay. So what I'll do is I have a sprint group, right? Here I'll add new module. I'll add and show. So where's our modules? Okay. So this is the modules table. Here I'll create a new module. Title will be create new, order will be 10, application menu will be sprint group. Oh, is it just sprint? Yeah, just sprint. And then for link type, if you select list of records, it just means what this module should do. Okay, so if I click on this one, right, sprint group is it shows the list of records. See, link type is list of records. Link type means when you click on this, what should happen? It should show list of records which belongs to sprint group table. That is what we have given. Okay, so here what I'll do, for this I want new record. It should take me to new record. I'll select URL, and now I'll select this new button. So this is the new record, right? So I'll copy the URL from here. Whatever is my URL that I have copied, and I'll paste it here for the arguments. Okay. Now visibility. Okay. I'll save this. So now what I did, I created a new module for which the link type is the URL, and the URL I have given the URL of new record. So now if I search for sprint, see, I see my new module here, create new, and if I click on this, it opened the new sprint record. Now did you understand?
Yes, Kavya.
Yeah. So to copy that URL, you just have to select everything after servicenow.com/ whatever is there, that you have to copy. Okay.
Okay.
And if you want to add some other modules also with filter condition, see, for instance, you saw few modules which had assigned to me, right? And it has predefined filter conditions here, correct? So that also you can do it. Link type. So here in link type, list of records, and then you will select the table. Table is the HR ticket table, and then here you will add the filter condition. These filter condition, what you see, active is true or assigned to system administrator. So that filter condition, you will add it here. HR ticket, and then add filter condition. So here you will add that filter condition. So then when you click on that module, it will directly take you to the table with this filter condition. Okay. HR ticket. Okay, this is taking some time, but yeah, this will take me to how you have incident here active to assigned to system administrator. Similarly, it will take me to HR ticket active to and system administrator. You can try this, okay? under HR tickets, you can create your 3 modules like that, and you can give multiple filter conditions for each module, like assign to your name, and then assign to your assignment group. You can give as one filter condition, then create new record. You can give as another module. Okay, so like this, you can verify the different scenarios for each modules. Okay. I think it's fine now. Okay, it's already 9:17. Okay, so let us stop the class here. And you can work on your assignments today. And tomorrow, if you have any questions or if you don't understand even after referring documents, you can just check with me. Okay.
Yeah, sure, Kavya.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah, thanks, Kavya. Bye.